Whew. Well, so it's been a little bit. I think it's been about a month since I made a video, but since I made my last video, I had an interview for the channel and for my book not too long ago. So if you still want to grab that book, 1 Year Diploma, it's on Amazon. You can check that out. Yeah, I've just been kind of out of it. I'm just trying to kind of get a grasp for my life right now and just figure out what I'm going to be doing next. Another person had asked me a question, which was how your schedule was to study for the test. Now, my schedule when I first started taking tests was a lot more open ended, if that makes sense. So basically, the way I started it was I would just kind of take every test that I was like, whenever I was ready, type of thing. But as time went on, I started to develop my own system. One of the things I realized was, for me personally, on Thursdays I didn't pass, and it was really bizarre as to why on Thursdays I didn't pass. But I never passed on Thursdays, and on Fridays I typically did my best. And so the way I started to format it over time, that actually ended up being the best system for me, was I would take the test on Fridays, and then I would take Saturday and Sunday. And if I felt like I needed time off, I'd take Saturday and Sunday off. But most of the time, I didn't really feel like I needed it because I was just so excited to learn a new topic. And so, with learning these new topics, I got really interested in it. And so, I would just start studying. And so, if I started studying on Saturday or Sunday, that would basically go until Thursday of the following week. So, it'd be 6 days at the most, anywhere from 4 to 6 days in total. The entirety of that would be my schedule. But in general, I think the thing that you have to do is you have to kind of get an idea for what you're interested in. And the way I mapped it out is I showed you with one of my other videos on how to organize a checklist for yourself. When you do that, always make sure that you separate your tests into every other test, doing a test that you have to interchange. So, for example, if you despise math, say, but you have to take two math courses, and say you despise science too, so you have to take a math and a science course, but you don't like either of them, but you really like English and you really like history. So, what I would do is for the next 5 weeks, schedule it so you have a history or an English course, then a math course, then a history or English course, and then a science course, and then a history or English course. That way you have something to kind of look forward to for every other week, and it kind of just inspires you to keep going with it. I think the biggest thing is make studying for these your own. I don't know how else to put that. I didn't really, the way I kind of studied for it was just going and doing it for the most part, but how I scheduled it was varied. But for the most part, I spent about 6 days, take the test on Friday, and that was just consistent for a while. And then I took a couple months break and finished with one last test, which was the German test, which was in December. So I started in November and I went through June, taking one every week or every other week. Sometimes I would take a week off as well. Just don't feel pressured with it. If you can feel it out. Definitely, if you feel stressed or anything like that from planning it out, that you shouldn't be going that far. But definitely, if you don't like classes, interchange them with classes that you like, with tests that you like. So you can break it up and have something that you're interested in coming up right away. Also, with math, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again, if you need multiple math courses or multiple elective courses, take college algebra, pre-calculus, and the college mathematics course on the same day. And it's a long process to take three math tests like that in one day, or at the very least take them every, like, all within the same week before you study for the next exam, because they are literally the exact same test. There is no difference with them, but if you take all three, you studied for 12 or 9 credit hours rather, in total. So definitely do that if you can get that. I would recommend that. In general, I hope this helped. I hope you kind of get a feeling. Definitely, if you're going to map it out just chunk by chunk. So say you have to get 50 tests done in total, which is way more than you need, but say 50. Just do 5 at a time. Just don't over stress the entire thing and what's going to happen next and freaking out about it. Just do 5. Try to pass those 5. If you don't pass all of them, then just fill one of the ones that you didn't pass into the next one, and don't even worry about it. Try to enjoy the process. I mean, you're learning. It's fun. It's not supposed to be hard. And I think the biggest issue when it comes to this is that people think, "Oh, I have to learn this new material. It's so difficult." No, it's fun. It should be fun to learn things, and I don't think we should ever sacrifice that. So yeah, that's my take on the subject. Don't forget to pick up the 1 year diploma on Amazon. If you are not a part of the community already, don't forget to subscribe and ask any questions that you have. I'm gonna make another video. I think I'm gonna try to make another one this weekend. Just because I've been so far out of it for a while, I'm just gonna make a few and kind of make up for the time that I lost. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed.